viewers, this is Just Fake Network TV, a home of accurate news and current news. For those who subscribe to our channel, God bless you for subscribing. We say thank you to every one of you. And if you are yet to do so, please kindly press the subscription button below. And now the news in details. DSS detains man 10 weeks for buying using line abandoned by Buhari's daughter. You can imagine that. In Nigeria, Mr. Hatoni Okoli was detained for 10 weeks by the Department of State Security Service for using an empty-hand phone previously used and abandoned by President Muhammadu Buhari's daughter. News of the detention was broken by the publisher of Sahara Reporters, Mr. Omoyele Sowore, on his Twitter handle. One Lawrence confirmed the arrest and detention of Okoli, whom he referred to as his friend, saying, "He is my friend and my primary school classmate. He bought the new SIM card from a shop." It was a big shock when the DSS came to Asaba to arrest him at his friend's home. He was detained for several months by the DSS. Several Nigerians have reacted to the detention of Mr. Okoli by DSS. One Twitter user, Tope Akinyode at Tope Akinyode, wondered why a SIM card that became redundant and was recycled by the market for sale, following which Mr. Okoli lawfully bought the SIM card after years of redundancy unknown to him whom the previous owner was, would constitute a crime. Another tweet, and lawyer Mr. Tope, who took the legal angle, tweeted, "Just this morning, I had a telephone conversation with Attorney Okoli on the incidents. I am able to gather that the SIM card was led to his arrest was once used by Hanan Buhari, Nigeria's president's daughter, over 2 years ago." Nigerian Anthony Okoli was detained for 10 weeks by the DSS for using an empty-hand phone line previously used and abandoned by President Buhari's daughter. The SIM card became redundant and was recycled to the market for sale. However, Mr. Okoli lawfully bought the SIM card after years of redundancy unknown to him whom the previous owner was. Mr. Okoli possesses the receipt for the purchase of the SIM card and all other documents pertaining to the SIM card. In arresting him, the DSS monitored his telephone conversation and initially arrested an elderly person who has a relationship with him until they later found Mr. Okoli himself. To start with, all the laws are settled that arrest by proxy is forbidden and unconstitutional in Nigeria. Also, the arrest of the victim over a property which he lawfully obtained is outrageously illegal, just as the long detention without trial amounts to unlawful detention. Section 35 of the 1999 offers a legal redress for anybody who suffers from illegal arrest and detention. In line with my discussion with Mr. Anthony Okoli, we shall proceed to court to file a lawsuit against the SSS and Ms. Anna Buhari, demanding compensation for the breach of the victim's fundamental human rights. Wow, so my viewers today, what do you think about this news? What is your own take? You can imagine this. DSS detained man for 10 weeks. Why? Because he bought an unused SIM card that Mr. Buhari's daughter used. Let me put it that our president's daughter used. You can imagine this. Where is Nigeria going to? Where is our government going to? Is it a crime for somebody to go to the market and buy a SIM card? Just SIM card. And you can imagine this man doesn't even know the owner of the SIM card. He doesn't even know who has used it before. He doesn't even know, maybe he's even Mr. President Buhari's daughter that used it before. And now the DSS eventually traced the man and detained him. You can imagine this. I don't think this DSS issue of stuff, they don't have any work to do. I don't think they have a tangible work to do, because if they have a tangible work to do, They could have go to the Boko Harams and arrest them. They could have arrested the headsmen. They could have arrested a lot of people that are terrorizing Nigeria. Instead of them arresting an old man that innocently went to the shop to buy a SIM card, and then the DSS did what? They arrested him. This is crazy. This is crazy. This DSS of a stuff, they have a lot of things to do in Nigeria. They have a lot of things to face, not irrelevant things that doesn't matter to Nigerian government. You can imagine this. Somebody send something that's complete nonsense. My people, this is a very, very big complete nonsense. I call it unreasonable one. Abuse of power and show of shame. So because the lady is a daughter to Buhari, is not a crime for somebody to use a SIM card that the person doesn't even know that she is the owner of she was the one that used the SIM card before. This is a complete abuse of power. Buhari is ruling Nigeria with modern serve tactics. Look at what they are doing. So what do we now expect from Fulani Caliphate if they are doing more than that? Somebody said APC na see wetin na cause, na see wetin na the cause so. Na so. What kind of nonsense be this now? The person said useless government. Somebody made a comment and said this administration is filled up with animals in human skin. Is Buhari's daughter Queen of Elizabeth? Even if the Buhari's daughter is a Queen of Elizabeth, it doesn't give the DSS the audacity to go and arrest an innocent man, for God's sake, for crying out loud. The person said, DSS, you are giving this administration names. Don't be surprised. Your egos will soon drop when the United States tear your oga into pieces. Soon, just watch the war is spreading down to Nigerian real soon. Bunch of animals. Instead of detaining such innocent person, why can't you go after MTN? Also the line. And which is true. It is the MTN that sold the line. They should have gone directly to the MTN and traced the line. Instead of arresting an innocent man, they arrested the man for 10 good weeks, approximately more than 2 months. This is uncalled for. Now, why for our country? Now, big now for our country. Because my question is Buhari's daughter, is she not a human being? Like the same old man? She used it before. And now it is not a crime for somebody else to buy a SIM that they don't even know the owner of the SIM. Where is Nigerian government heading to? Where are we heading to? Where? A lot of things that are going on. So many atrocities are going on in the country, and yet they are not doing anything about it. The DSS are just there, doing something that are not relevant to Nigerian government. They are just there. They can't even go and face Boko Haram. You can imagine. They can't even face the headsmen. They can't face all the other politicians, corrupt politicians that are looting our money everywhere. They can't face them. They are now facing just an old man. Arresting him, I mean. Wow. In fact, I don't even know what to say anymore. So my viewers today, what is your own comment about this? What do you think about this news? Kindly drop your comments at the comment section below. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone that subscribed to our channel. We say thank you. We really appreciate your comments. Every time I normally see the comment, I say thank you. I'm always happy when I see those comments. God bless you. Bye.